I'll now describe the advantages of our M-series multitasking machine. I'll begin by describing the reason we are focusing on multitasking machines. For mass production products, such as automobile parts, production methods that divide processes were generally employed. Recently, however, a production method known as mass customization is becoming popular. There are more cases where parts manufacturers provide customized products to meet customers' requirements. More specifically, part manufacturers prepare multiple shared parts, and produce customized products by combining these parts. For this purpose, it is necessary to produce multiple types of parts in the same production line. In addition, these production lines must be able to respond to frequent changes in product type and quantity on a mass production basis. To establish this production style, we assume that the need for process integration is increasing. As a solution for this, we suggest our mass production type M200Xd1 multitasking machine, a machine that encourages process integration. This multitasking machine has been configured by installing a turning axis and tilt axis in the highly productive SPEEDIO. Milling tools and turning tools can be set in the magazine, enabling complex machining to be performed flexibly via programs. I'll now describe the process integration effects of using multitasking machines according to the following keywords: reduction in handling time, improvement in machining accuracy, reduction in installation space, and improvement in production efficiency. Reduction in handling time by process integration. Generally, when performing turning and milling, it is often the case that processes are divided by arranging a turning center and a machining center side by side. When using the M200Xd1, turning and milling can be completed on one machine. This reduces workpiece transfer time between machines, and workpiece removal and setting time. No workpiece removal and setting operations mean that there is no workpiece attachment error, leading to improvement in machining accuracy. Reduction in installation space by reducing machines. When machines with different design concept are installed adjacent to each other, maintenance space must be secured between machines. In addition, the layout has to be determined with priority given to operator efficiency. These often result in wasted installation space. If you integrate processes using the M200Xd1 and arrange machines suitably for production volume, you can achieve a space-efficient layout. This leads to more effective use of production sites. Improving production efficiency by serving as high-speed multi-face machining center. The M200Xd1 is equipped with a high-speed tilting rotary table, achieving less non-cutting time. This improves production efficiency even for parts that do not require the turning process. Of the M200Xd1. I'll begin by describing the development background of the M200Xd1. Since the release in 2013, M-series machines have been gradually employed in machining fields of mass production parts. Meanwhile, we have received many comments, saying that the tool capacity of a conventional 22-tool magazine is not sufficient. In addition, needs for increasing tool capacity has increased along with higher functionality of parts and more occasions of multi-face machining. As the M-series is equipped with a high-speed tilting rotary table, expectations are rising in medical parts fields where complex three-dimensional machining is performed. To support complex three-dimensional machining, needs for increasing tool capacity and simultaneous 5-axis control have increased. To ensure that the new M200Xd1 serves as a mass production type multitasking machine that encourages process integration, a 28-tool magazine is now available. A model that is standard equipped with simultaneous 5-axis control is also available. I'll introduce some applications targeted by the M200Xd1. Automobile parts with a size of 100 to 150 mm in diameter that require turning or multi-face machining. Valve parts used in semiconductor production equipment that require multi-face machining. Medical parts with many free-form surfaces, requiring cutting from different directions and simultaneous 5-axis control. Complicated precision equipment parts, such as watches and fishing reel bodies. I'll begin by describing enhanced extensive functions. In addition to the 22-tool magazine, the 28-tool magazine can be selected. This enables the machine to meet requirements for highly functional parts machining and multi-face machining. The conventional A-axis clamp is a single type with a clamp on the driving side only. In addition to this, a double type with another clamp on the driven side is also available. This can reduce vibration caused by high-speed rotation when performing turning on an imbalanced workpiece or using an imbalanced jig. This graph shows a comprehensive rigidity evaluation between the spindle and table. As you can see, the rigidity has been improved by 9% by changing the A-axis single clamp to the double clamp. Vibration during C-axis rotation when using an imbalanced jig can be reduced by up to 32%, compared to the conventional single clamp. Some customers want to create uniform three-dimensional free-form surfaces in medical parts machining, such as an artificial bone. At the same time, they want to create simultaneous 5-axis machining programs in a simple manner. In response to these requirements, machining quality can now be improved by simultaneous 5-axis control and tool center point control. The following functions required for simultaneous 5-axis machining are standard on the M200Xd1, 5AX. Simultaneous 5-axis control, tool center point control, memory expansion, submicron command, feature coordinates setting. I'll briefly explain the tool center point control. Assume that operation from the start point on the left side to the end point on the right side is instructed in the program. When tool center point control is not used, the tool moves with the tip deep in the workpiece as shown in the upper illustration. When tool center point control is used, the tool automatically moves along the top surface of the workpiece in combined motion of the linear axis and rotary axis. As basic features that enable extensive machining, the C-axis built-in DD motor, double plunger lock, and roller gear cam have been used since the initial M140X1. The C-axis built-in DD motor enables accurate turning. The double plunger lock enables stable turning with 2 plungers. The highly rigid roller gear cam enables backlash-free operation at high speed. The new BV 7870 AD loading system can be mounted. As the loader system is exclusively designed for the Speedio, it can be installed compactly. The loading system controller is incorporated in the machine's control box, and signal connection with the Speedio's NC is completed before shipment. These advantages make establishment of automation easier. Various types of jigs can be mounted. For example, our specially designed flat jig, a chuck suitable for round workpieces, and a centering vise suitable for square workpieces. In addition to manual clamping, auto clamping is possible using rotary joints or rotary cylinders. The jig mounting area is 300 mm in diameter and 300 mm in height, the same as the previous model. I'll now move on to describing pursuit of high productivity. Wasted non-cutting time has been reduced to achieve overwhelming high productivity. Although no change is seen in catalog time, when viewed in 0.01 second increments, ATC time is shorter due to non-stop ATC and simultaneous operation. This contributes to productivity improvement. Indexing time is 0.5 seconds for the A-axis at 90 degrees, 1.3 seconds for the A-axis with clamp, and 0.8 seconds for the C-axis at 180 degrees. The new overlap function also reduces non-cutting time. This function enables another axis to start moving even during clamping operation after additional axis positioning is completed. High responsiveness compatible with CAM. For Speedio BT30 machining centers, including the M200Xd1, a highly efficient motor is used for the feed axis. The weight of the travel unit is less than that of general BT40 machining centers, achieving excellent responsiveness. In addition to this, the new CNC D00 controller improves processing speed. So, the difference in machining time is remarkable in machining programs that include a constant machining load path where acceleration and deceleration are constantly repeated. I'll now move on to describing advanced new D00 control. The new D00 controller was released in 2020. This provides a global standard user interface, and received the IF Design Award 2021, one of several outstanding global design awards. A touch panel is standard, and can be operated with bare hands or wearing gloves. Intuitive operation, just like using your smartphone, is possible. The screen size is larger so that you can gain sufficient information at a single glance. I'll now describe the D00 controller in detail. A new home screen has been created for the D00 controller. Previously, you had to open one screen to check the cycle time, and open another to check the volume of machined workpieces. On the new home screen, you can check the information you need at a single glance. The information needed at the worksite is displayed. For example, the cycle time to enable you to visually understand the remaining machining time, workpiece counter, and remaining tool life. Shortcut keys are provided to make on-site operation easier. As conventional screens are still available, you can change to these if you prefer. The main feature of the D00 controller is the support apps. Relevant functions are grouped and assigned to each app. so you can use Brother's controller just like a smartphone. For example, touching, adjust machining parameter. Displays options to improve the machining surface or items to reduce the cycle time. You can easily perform cycle time reduction setting by simply following the instructions on the screen. Anybody can readily use Brother's controller. In addition to this, there are apps that you can check daily or weekly production results or operating results, or you can check power consumption. Using these apps helps improve your production sites. The Recovery Support app is also very handy. For example, if power is interrupted during tapping or the machine stops during magazine turn due to air interruption, use this app. You can recover the machine by yourself by simply following the instructions on the screen. You don't have to call the manufacturer's service engineer. Many convenient functions have been added. Override operation during tapping is now possible, which was not possible in the past. Up to 20 of the latest cycle time logs can be saved. Cycle time logs can also be saved for each tool. We're sure these features will help improve the customer's work sites. Other functions include accessing manuals, accessories such as a notepad and calculator, and a load monitor that predicts overload during machining. So many functions have been added. I can't fully describe all of these here, so please visit the Brother showroom to view and touch the machine. The M200Xd1 is equipped with a tilting rotary table. Support functions to create two-axis tilting rotary table programs have been prepared, such as rotary fixture offset and feature coordinates setting. Parameters for the rotation center on the feature coordinates system can be read and written using the NC program. This automatically corrects the center of the rotary axis on the tilting rotary table. Hardware specifications have improved for the D00 controller. Block processing speed has improved fourfold. The number of look-ahead blocks has greatly increased from the previous model. As a result of these improvements, the machine fully demonstrates its capabilities, particularly in three-dimensional machining. There are reports that when the same program was run, the cycle time was reduced by 20% or more on a machine with the D00, compared to a machine with the former controller. For customers wanting to reduce the cycle time of three-dimensional machining, please try the SPEEDIO. In addition, the memory capacity, 0 points that can be set on workpiece coordinates, and tool data capacity have been increased. So, the system can respond to the increase in program capacity due to CAM or others. Network functionality has been strengthened. Industrial networks Ethernet, IP and Profinet are now supported in addition to the conventional CC-Link, DeviceNet, and Profibus DP. This is prepared for automation trends in the future to make connections easier. OPCUA is now spreading as an industrial protocol. This is also supported. As for IoT, the Internet of Things, the SPEEDIO can be directly connected to operating monitor software made by another manufacturer via OPCUA. I'll now move on to describing untiring improvement of reliability. To improve chip flow, we have redesigned the base. On the previous model, the clearance between the chute and the base was narrow at some sections, so this caused chips to get stuck. For the M200Xd1, The clearance has been greatly improved to make chips flow smoothly, even chip lumps. All introduce two new functions: the ATC monitoring function and the machining load monitoring function. The ATC monitoring function issues an alarm and stops the machine completely when an omission of tool attachment, tool coming off magazine, or tool getting over key is detected. This prevents defective workpieces being delivered to downstream processes. The machining load monitoring function detects the increase in machining load and prevents the same workpiece being re-machined. For example, when the machining margin has increased due to incorrect workpiece setting, you can ensure that the machine stops when the preset torque upper limit is exceeded. This function can also be used to detect increase in torque due to tool wear. In addition, setting the torque lower limit can also make the machine stop when you have forgotten to change the workpiece. In this case, the preset lower limit is not reached as there is no machining margin remaining, and machining torque is not generated. These new functions prevent problems occurring at the customer's premises. Before finishing, I'll show you a machining demonstration. In the demonstration, the M200Xd1 machines an artificial knee joint using simultaneous 5-axis control. Test workpiece materials are titanium and stainless steel. The workpiece used is a round bar of 70 mm in diameter and 70 mm in height. In actual production, the workpiece is cast into a shape close to the finished product by the lost wax process, and this is machined using a special jig. In the machining demonstration, the target product is cut from a round bar. Now, please watch the machining demonstration.